Hey guys, welcome back into the 818 Fish Tank. It's your boy Dolphin SFV, and I have to say, pardon my French, what an absolute shit show we just saw at SoFi Stadium between the Dolphins and the Chargers. I am so irritated that there aren't even enough highlights to make a recap video. So I'm just jumping on here to vent a little bit, because we knew that going to San Francisco, playing the number one defense, almost coming out of there with the opportunity to get back in that game before the wheels fell off in the fourth quarter. Okay, no problem. We'll take the loss there. Let's go into SoFi. Let's get quote unquote healthy by beating a depleted Chargers defense, and let's make our way towards Buffalo next week. And we couldn't even do that. 25 yards for the entire half passing. The biggest offensive play was the fumble recovery by Hill and the Chargers defensive back falling down on that touchdown. Those were pretty much our offensive plays for the entire game. Tua scrambled a little bit, moved the chains a little bit, but again, he looked frantic, he looked unsettled. I'm not understanding what the deal is. Even Tyreek Hill looked a little irritated at one point, and I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like we want to come out and start the game with a big play. Like we're getting away from running the ball. And then Jeff Wilson started to eat, and then he got hurt. Mostert couldn't get going. The offensive line was getting beat by a four-man rush. It's just, we knew that this part of the season was going to kind of define our season, but I didn't think it was going to go like this. Are people starting to clamp down on this Mike McDaniel offense? Is he starting to run the wheels off and people are starting to catch on? I don't know. Our run defense I've never had a problem with. It was pretty solid for the most part. But our pass defense, I have no idea what Xavier Howard was doing. He didn't even bother touching the guy. He gave up on the play and let the receiver get up and run another 10 yards. You got Kader Kohu. Not only did he give up a penalty on the third down to continue the Chargers drive, but in that tight window that Herbert threw to Mike Williams, I believe it was Mike Williams or Keenan Allen, one of those two, Kader Kohu didn't even get his head around. If he gets his head around, he could have picked that ball. Like, we had so many blown opportunities. The stats, the score doesn't even begin to say how lopsided this game was. We should have lost by 40 instead of 6. I don't know. I'm just super frustrated. We're 13 games into the season. This is the time where we start to jock for our playoff position, and if we have another 1 or 2 games like this, we could be bounced out of the playoffs altogether. Not to mention, we're going into the Lions' Den next week by going into Buffalo. I'm hearing it's supposed to snow. We got injuries piling up. Jeff Wilson had a hip injury. Cheetah looked like he was nursing an ankle the entire game. Waddle was non-existent. I think he only had 2 catches. Mike Gesicki was non-existent. Sherfield was non-existent. Like, I don't understand what's going on. So I'm hoping that we seriously look ourselves in the mirror and determine Do we just want to be a good football team that, you know, has nice outings every now and then? Or do we actually want to make a run into these playoffs and make some noise? Like, I understand, you know, things happen and teams adjust, but teams couldn't have adjusted to Miami this quickly to where now we're hardly even moving the ball and we go back to looking for 55-yard field goal from Jason Sanders. I don't know. But in any case, if you guys are as frustrated as me, take the next couple days, get this out of your mind, and let's regroup and go into Buffalo. I was hoping we went into Buffalo. I knew we wouldn't be going into Buffalo on, you know, having beaten the Niners and Chargers. I was hoping we would at least go in having beaten the Chargers, but we're not even doing that. So we couldn't even do that. But in any case, hopefully you guys have a great week. Let me get this negativity out. And if you're as frustrated as me, click that like button. If you want to see more frustration, just kidding. If you want to see more Dolphin content, click that subscribe button. As always, I'll see you guys on the flip side. And regardless, fins up, baby.